𝗁𝗃𝗄𝗃 here on behalf of Makers Mercantile. Today I'm going to go over what you can find in our newsletter for July 19th, 2022. All right. Item number 1, no, it's not a yarn. Guess what? This time it's scissors. We just received a great shipment in from 𝗵𝗶𝗄𝗀𝗃, and they have all their scissors made either in Pakistan or the United States. They all have very sharp tips, and they're also have very sharp blades. So the first item I want to show you is this right here. And these are little snippers, as you can see. And they're not that little. They're actually a very good size. And not only are they a good size, they're very sharp and very substantially made. Listen to this. Oop, can you hear that? I mean, I always think that when you slam the door on a car, if it sounds solid, the car is solid. I also feel the same way about scissors, that if you can hear those blades closing and it sounds right, then they're strong scissors. I don't know if there's any truth to that, Siri. Anyways, love these snippers. They come in this fabulous case so that you can keep them protected, or you can protect your fingers in your bag or something. Anyways, that's one style we have in, and that is a flat black. Now, if you like flat black, we also brought in a very ornate pair. And this is the ornate pair that we brought in. As you can see, I'm going to open them up for you too. So this ornate pair is also flat black, and it measures in a little bit above 4 inches. So it's not going to be a good option for you to take on an airplane. But it is a great option to have at home, and they really are beautiful. And yes, they also come with a little sheath. So our third option in the flat black is going to be this simple little sheer right here. So this is a very small little sheer, and it measures in, I think it's like close to 3 inches, maybe a little between 2.5 and 3 inches long. It has tiny little blade there, but that blade is big enough to cut any thread. It is big enough to cut any yarn. These are a great pair of scissors to have next to your sewing machine, in your travel bag for your knitting, for your crochet, for your needlepoint, for your embroidery. I have carried these through TSA without any problem, because in general they say it has to be under 4 inches, with the blades being under like 1 inch or 2 inches or something. And I'll tell you, I've never had them taken away. Now, I'm not promising that it's gonna, go for you, that you take them through TSA. You could be anywhere and they can change the rules. They can do whatever they want. But in general, these little ones do make it through TSA, and ours are all coming with a cute little pouch like this too. So those were the flat black ones. Now that style, the little style, that is great for your project bags, we also have in 4 other colors. So we have this cute little floral print right here. See that? That's a cute little floral print. And then, oops, I better hang them back up so I don't lose them. We have this one with this cranberry with gold. And we have this one, which is purple with gold. Open them up so you can see them. And then finally, we have just plain old stainless steel. There you go. And I wonder if you can hear these. Anyways, if you can, great. If you can't, okay. But those are the scissors that we just got in. They are all available online. So if you're interested, grab up a pair. They're not only great for every single, handicraft that you do, but they're also great to have hanging around in the kitchen if you need to snip a rubber band or something like that. So if you're looking for a good pair of scissors, check them out. All right, item number 2, and this is probably what you read in your title, for your newsletter, and that is 50% off, or additional 50% off all the prices of clearance yarns. And yes, you read that right. Until Sunday, so now through Sunday the 24th, when you use the code 50 off, so just 50 and off, 50 obviously is just 50, and then off is all small letters. You will get 50% off every single clearance yarn that you purchase online. So it's not going to show up in the price right away. The prices that you see when you go online are their regular prices, and some of those are already 50, 60, 70% off. So, excuse me, I got little floozies. It's from the Angora going up my nose. But anyways, those prices are what that it is now. And some of those are already way, way up there as far as percentage off. And then you get to toss on an extra 50% off. So if a yarn used to be $30 and it's on sale now for $15 and you get 50% off the $15, you're going to pay $7.50 for something that was originally $30. And there are some yarns that might have been originally $30 that are only $5 now, and you'd be paying $2.50. Basically, you're stealing. Okay, you're not stealing. We're allowing you to take them from us. We do need the room, and we do need to move some of these clearance yarns out. All of these yarns have been discontinued. We can't get them reordered, and that doesn't mean they're any lesser of a yarn. Although some of them are sort of funky, as I'll show you, but all of them are really great yarns. So let me just show you some of them. We have a total of 46 yarns that are in for sale, or that are on sale. So, but some of them, I said some are funky. Yeah, okay, look at, this is called Brighton. This is a pretty funky yarn. Brighton, there you go. I do believe it comes in 4 or 5 different colorways, and it's a wool, acrylic, and polyester blend. It has metallic in it. See that metallic? But what it actually is a little piece of variegated, it's a variegated strip of felt that then has a little bit of a metallic pulled through it. Very, very interesting. It does felt even more, but you really have to force it to felt, and it doesn't felt completely because it does have all the acrylic in it, but that 42% wool is not a superwash, and it does felt. So here's the one that's going in my nose, and this is Angora Fashion. So Angora Fashion comes in some really great colors, and Angora Fashion is, I believe, 80% Angora and 20% wool, and I am right. Nope, I'm wrong. It's 80% Angora and 20% nylon. So it is a beautiful Angora. It is fluffy, and in typical Angora form, if you don't like little things going up your nose, it's probably not the best thing to get. Here I am trying to sell you something and not selling it to you, but Angora does leave it leaves an imprint on a piece. And I don't mean it by the little hairs either. But you know, when you have like Angora shoulders or something, or just one little Angora stripe in your sleeves, it really makes a difference, and it really adds a lot of texture and a little bit of class to your piece as well. Speaking of class, we also have some silk. This here is called Ceta Luxe. And I'm not quite sure if you can see it. Let's see here. It is, I believe, 80%, let's do it this way, 80% or 89% silk. That's what it is, 89% silk and 11% lurex, which is the metallic that's in it. So it comes in these little balls. It's absolutely beautiful, would make a great, for winter time, for elegant times out, little beanie, little hat. You can make a cowl. Yes, you can make sweaters. We've made sweaters out of it. And with the price now, it's not even that expensive. Speaking of silk, we also have this unique silk. This is called Seramura, and Seramura is a ribbon silk. Here you can see, and it is a variegated ribbon silk. What are you going to use it for? Well, that is a very good question, and that's probably why we still have some of it sitting around, because the price is really, really good, and it's a really, really great yarn. But you can use it for wrapping presents. You can use it for knitting. It creates a little bit of a thicker material, although it is silk and feels nice, but you know, it knits up like a ribbon, because look at it, it really is a ribbon. But there are lots of fun things you can do with it. If you are a felter, because it's silk, it felts right into your piece when you're felting, so that's another good use for it. And I'm not even going to tell you the price, but the price is so cheap. Anyways, we'll just keep going. You know how I said we had some crazy stuff? This is another one. This is called 𝗂𝗏. So 𝗂𝗏 is a faux fur, and this faux fur happens to be almost pure wool. A lot of faux furs are not, and this one is, I believe, 90%. Nope, 66%. Okay, 66% wool. You shouldn't be quoting me on anything today. 66% wool and 34% nylon on this one. If you're looking for true luxury, we do have a couple of different cashmeres too. This is our cashmere trend. As you can see, it's really nice and thick. There's a few colors of it left in sweater quantities, and it is 100% cashmere, by the way. And then there's this one, which is called Cashmere Moda, and it is also 100% cashmere, and it's a caged cashmere. I don't know if you can see it in this color Oops, I probably held it too close up. Let's try it right there. But it is a cage cashmere, and the cage is cashmere too. So it is 100% cashmere, and watch, I'll be wrong. Nope, I'm not wrong. I knew I was right on that. All right, so those are just a few samples. Oh, here's this one. Look at this. Talk about cottons. This one is called Cool Cut. And look at it. It's sort of like a t-shirt material that's just, you know, little strips. And it comes in a couple of colors. So, you know, if you're a crocheter and you've been crocheting carpets or something, this might come in handy. So there you go. That's a whole slew of lovely, lovely discontinued yarns. Oh, I forgot two of my favorites. We have added 3 of our lace yarns, the filigrane, the 𝗭𝘆_silk, and the faux-leather. Those are all 3 single ply lace yarns from Zitrone, top-notch quality, filigrane 100% merino, 𝗭𝘆_silk, merino and silk, and faux-leather is going to be merino with royal alpaca. If you look at the 𝗭𝘆_silk, I love the 𝗭𝘆_silk because the silk has taken the dye a little bit differently than the merino, and so it gives it a little bit of a rustic look. And then this here, I just thought this color is so stunning, but it's really orange. I love orange though. Look at this. This is the filigrane, if you can see it. And these do make wonderful, wonderful shawls and so on. Of course, you could get creative and you can do multiple strands at once. And you can, you know, choose different strands. You could actually spin them if you have a spinner or an e-spinner or something. There's lots of different things that you could do with the filigrane. So now we're moving along, and look at this. This is sort of like I have a curtain and a rotating thing. Is this not cool? Ta-da! It's the monster again. That's right. Okay, so we sold out of their first batch of monster bags right away. So we built another batch, sold out of those, and now we've filled one final batch of monster bags. So when these are gone, they are gone. And in each bag, you're going to find enough yarn to create 4 monsters that are going to look similar to this really cute little guy. And a lot of the bags do actually have this yarn in it, which is also the monster featured here. And he is true to size here. Isn't that sort of cool? That, by the way, was an accident. And he is a little bit different in color, but red is hard to print on fabric. Anyways, we do have the monster bags left. They're a great price. They include the bag. They include a needle, which is a 10.75 𝗭𝘆_silk lace tip needle in a 16-inch, which is perfect size to knit these little guys. And you can also knit solid little guys. These little guys are really cute too. It's also going to have buttons in it. Now, why are we doing these monsters? Well, we have this thing going on. It's called Operation Monster Drop. And what we're trying to do is put a smile on everybody in the United States. So we're going to ask people to do a little bit of charity knitting. And these little monsters, by the way, I didn't mention, although if you saw my video before, the pattern for the monster is on the back of the bag. I mean, how clever is that? So you don't even have to go running around for the pattern. You can just keep all your scraps in there and knit your little monsters as you go along, and you've got the pattern on the back of the bag. So very good. Anyways, we are having on Wednesday evening at 5 p.m. We're going to go over what Operation Monster Drop is, what you can do to participate, and also how to, you know, knit these little guys, you know, a couple of hints on how to sew them together, what works well with eyes and things like that. So it's going to be a fun little evening, and that is on Wednesday the 20th. So that's tomorrow evening at 5 p.m. Pacific time. So please do join us, and you know, it's a new fun little thing that you can do in summer. These don't take up a lot of room, you know, look how big they are. I mean, come on. You could, I suppose, make them a lot bigger if you wanted to. But since you're going to be hiding them, small is actually good. So why are you hiding them? I'll tell you tomorrow night, or Kyle will tell you tomorrow night, and that will be at 5 p.m. And there is a login. I just want to go over this one more time. There is it's a Zoom event. We did ask people to register. Unfortunately, we have a little glitch going on at the moment, so we cannot send out a reminder on Wednesday with the actual code on it. So the code is in the newsletter, and it's also on the website. So if you need that code, you don't have to register. You can just click on the code, and the password is Makers. It's written right in the newsletter and on the calendar as well. All right, I think that does it. I don't think there's anything else that I can show you today. So I'd like you to have a wonderful week. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow night at 5 p.m. In the meantime, choose to be happy, get creative, do something fun, and stay safe. Ciao.